Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to Centurion's Review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. This is Castle Itter from DVG. They were nice enough to send me a copy to review. I'd like to thank them for that. This is about the strangest battle of World War II, and the author is David Thompson. I haven't tried any of his games yet, so I'm excited to try this one. He's on the internet a lot on No Enemies Here and stuff, so I've been looking forward to trying one of his games. Seems like a pretty cool game designer. The battle for Castle Itter was fought near the Austrian village of Itter on 5th of May 1945 in the last days of the war in Europe during World War II. U.S. soldiers joined forces with Wehrmacht infantrymen, an SS officer, an Austrian resistance fighter, and recently freed French prisoners of war to defend an Austrian castle against an attacking force from the 17th SS Panzer Grenadier Division. During a game of Castle Itter, you take the role of the force that defended the castle from 0400 to 1600 on 5th of May 1945. The goal of the game is to last until the SS deck is depleted without allowing SS counters to reach the castle. You score points for each defender that survives the assault and lose points for each SS counter remaining on the board at the end of the game. The higher the score, the better. Okay, cool. It says it's solitaire. That's nice. Oh, and there's a two-player competitive variant too. Alright, and goes over the game components. Says time to play 45 to 60 minutes and complexity is moderate and 1 to 2 players as mentioned before. And the game scale is individual soldiers. So this is US soldiers, an SS officer, and Austrian resistance fighter, and recently freed French prisoners of war fighting against an SS Panzer Grenadier Division. Cool. I like unusual topics in games, and I especially like going over unusual games, so this is covering unusual topics, so this should be fun to review and play test. Let's open it up and see what the components look like. It's pretty heavy, so it's got to have wood components, or at least a mounted map in here. See if I can get this stuff off here. Alright, let's open it up. Even the box feels high quality. Nice and glossy. Alright. See, is this the rule book here? Yep. Alright, rule book's full color, which is what I would expect from DVG. They always have good components and good quality rule books. Alright, so let's go over the setup and the components. And then going over what the stuff means on the counters and cards. That's good. Playing the game. Going over line of sight. And it's going over the actions available during the defender's phase. And some of the defender actions are attack, suppress, move within a location, which is a free action, move to a new location. It's got nice illustrations here too, that's good. Recover, and then command, special action, and escape. And then there's going over the different attributes for the defender, such as inspire, low morale, Wehrmacht officer, his interesting, reinforcements, sacrifice, and the other defender attributes are tank crew. Okay, now it's going over the SS cards. And there's 4 different categories of them. The first one is attack defenders and attack location, disrupt defenders, and place SS counters. And it's going over these in more detail. Looks like a fairly simple game to learn. That's good. And ending the game. The game ends at the end of the turn when the SS deck is exhausted, or immediately if the 142nd Infantry Regiment card is drawn from the SS deck. Alright, so there's 2 ways for it to end. Okay. And you win if you score 1 or higher. It's a draw if you score 0 or lower. You can lose immediately if at any time during the game an SS counter advanced beyond the edge of the track. Okay. And the goal is to score as many victory points as possible. And you get 5 points if the Besoden Jenny was destroyed, but no defenders were in it at the time. 5 points if Barotra is captured. Score 3 points for each French defender on the board, but not in the cellar. Score 1 point for each French defender in the cellar. 1 point for any other non-French defender on the board, including the cellar, and subtract 1 point for each SS counter on the board. And score 1 to 9 is a Bronze Star, 10 to 19 Silver Star, 20 to 29 Distinguished Service Cross, 30 to 39 Medal of Honor, and 40 plus Austrian National Hero. Interesting. And there's some variant rules here that can give increased difficulty, veteran difficulty. What else do we have here? An elite difficulty. Alright, and here's the competitive 2-player rules. That's cool. Okay, and it goes over the references and additional resources. That's nice. Very nice. Oh, and there's Castle Itter scenarios for other games. Cool. Yeah, it's nice they listed all this. Alright, this looks like the map here. It looks like it's a mounted map. It looks very sturdy. That's good. Let's get this open. Alrighty, I'm going to have to move around here because I can't move the camera much higher. It's got the castle here and it's got tracks it looks like that the enemy moves on. Cool. Not sure yet what the numbers mean in different rules. I'll know once I read the rules. Alright, and there's this right here is the cellar, which adjoins the Great Hall. It says South Terrace, Keep, North Terrace, and a Great Hall and a gatehouse. And let's see what's going on down here. And it's got some kind of track for suppression. I'll know how to use that once I read the rules. And Besoden Jenny. And it's got 76mm cannon on here. M2HB, M1919A4. Very interesting. Very glossy map. Really high quality. Alright, let's take a look at the counters here. They're big, which I like. Older I get, the harder it is to see small counters, so I appreciate them making these good size. Yeah, art looks alright. Machine gunners, mortar, more mortars, Sturm. More Sturm scouts, riflemen. I guess these are the defenders here, I would assume, since they get better, more detailed counter. It's got the actual photos of them. That's cool. Yeah, this looks nice. Yeah, they're pretty thick too. That's good. Let's see what else we got in here. Okay, Defender attributes, so this is like a player aid. Defender actions, another player aid, good. And going over the cards. That's cool, like a player aid for the different cards. And let's take a look at the components here. Got 5 dice, bunch of cubes, wooden cubes, some more here, and let's take a look at the cards. Alrighty, I had to use a knife to get the plastic off. See what we got here. Sturm, riflemen, so it's different types of troops, mortars, machine guns, Pack 40, that's a nice anti-tank weapon, probably good for, I wonder if they're using this game for blowing up walls or what they're using it for. 88mm flak gun, famous weapon. Scouts, more mortars. Another flak gun, Panzerfaust, suppressive fire, sniper, Sturm. Interesting. Reinforcements and more riflemen. Let's open the next one. Alright, Riflemen, Suppressive Fire, Mortars, Machine Guns, 142nd Infantry Regiment. Looks like when you draw this, the game ends immediately. That's kind of cool. So you never know when the game's going to end, because it's either going to end when you're at the last card, after the last card in the deck, or when this comes up. That's cool. Barrage, Camouflage, Eastern Approach, Fire Support, Machine Gun Team, Western Approach, Camouflage, Machine Gun Team, Northern Approach, Recon, Suppression, Barrage, Fire Support, Focus Fire, Jenny's Bane, Marksman, Assault, Eastern Approach, Machine Gun Team, Western Approach. I will be trying this game soon. I will let you guys know how it is. I will post a review on my website. I'm hoping to have this reviewed within about 3 weeks or so. Play it a bunch of times and review it for you guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please click like on it. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel. And as always, have a good evening.